Psalm 34 opens by telling us what's going on in David's life when he wrote this psalm. The psalm begins by saying, I'm going to bless the Lord at all times. His praise will continually be in my mouth. So things must be going great for David to say that, right? Well, not exactly. It says this is a psalm of David when he pretended to be insane before Abimelech, the Philistine king. David was on the run from Saul. David is in a desperate moment. He ends up acting like a madman just to survive. So imagine that. The very same one who charged at Goliath, declaring, you come at me with a sword and a spear, but I come against you in the name of the God of Israel whom you have defied. That same David is now drooling and scribbling on doors to save his own life. You talk about going from the pinnacle to the pit. But it's right there in that pit, in those depths, that David determines, I will bless the Lord all the time. His praise will continually be in my mouth. Not, I'll praise you when you get me through this. I'll praise you when this is over. I'll praise you when the situation improves. No, I will bless the Lord all the time, even when things don't make sense, even in the midst of my humiliation, even in the middle of the mess. When you're in a low point like that, it's easy to let fear and frustration take over. David gives us this incredible example of what to do when it feels like life is falling apart. He says, I sought the Lord, and he answered me, and he delivered me from all my fears. He says, I turned to God, and he showed up. And David wasn't pretending everything was fine. He admitted he was scared, he was running, and he was in trouble, but he trusted the Lord anyway. In verses 19 and 20, it says, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He saves those who are crushed in spirit. Many are the distresses of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of all of them. And the result is this. It says, those who look to him are radiant, and their faces will never be ashamed. When you focus on the Lord, it changes you. Your situation may not change immediately. Your perspective does. Instead of being consumed by fear, you start to radiate hope. That's the kind of transformation that happens when you let praise fill your mouth and trust fill your heart. So no matter what you're facing, choose to bless the Lord in the midst of it. When you start to feel overwhelmed, take a breath and sing out to him. Right? Let praise flow from your lips. You were providing then. You are providing now. You are the same God. You are the same God. Magnify the Lord with me. Let's exalt his name together. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise will continually be in my mouth.